Thank you for visiting my virtual poster presentation on nutrition in gray-crowned cranes in Rwanda. My name is Barry Hartup and I work at the International Crane Foundation in Baraboo, Wisconsin and the School of Veterinary Medicine here at UW-Madison. Gray-crowned cranes are one of 4 resident crane species in Africa and the only crane found in Rwanda. The species is endangered and threatened by illegal trade for a domestic market because of its beauty and cultural status. The Rwanda Wildlife Conservation Association, or RWCA, has partnered with the Rwandan government since 2014 on public awareness campaigns, legal registration of hundreds of privately held cranes through an amnesty program, and rehabilitation and repatriation of a healthy subset of birds, all to stop illegal trade of cranes in the country. Our study focused on understanding the nutritional challenges of birds coming from wildly differing situations, and whether strict diet management could make a difference by the time the birds were released back to the wild. The picture in the upper left shows the quarantine facility in the capital, Kigali, where 242 birds have been brought for rehabilitation. The crane in the upper middle panel appears normal, but the bird in the upper right panel shows signs of poor condition. It lacks the proper contour of the cheek pads. We randomly selected 12 cranes generally considered releasable and that had no major injuries such as fractures or other chronic health conditions, and then sampled blood to measure common chemistry analytes as well as triglycerides, fatty acids, vitamins A and E, and a panel of trace elements, both before and after provision of a commercial crane diet for 6 weeks. Our results showed that many cranes had low total protein levels or deficiencies in vitamin A, selenium, or zinc at the beginning of the trial. The red line in the graphs for vitamins A and E at the top of the slide represent an approximate normal median value in gray-crowned cranes. You can see in the left-hand graph that many cranes were likely deficient in vitamin A when brought to quarantine. We observed significant positive changes in a suite of nutritional measures by the end of the diet trial. Notably, blood lead levels declined to baseline in 2 cranes with elevated but subclinical concentrations. The results suggest that the dietary rehabilitation was effective in reversing common nutritional deficiencies from their captivity, at least short term. We expect these effects had a positive influence on the 166 cranes that were ultimately translocated to Akagera National Park in eastern Rwanda. On a final note, my co-author, Dr. Sengamana, estimates that RWCA has helped remove more than 98% of gray-crowned cranes held illegally in captivity in Rwanda over the past 6 years. The work of RWCA is an excellent example of effective public engagement on a complex wildlife conservation issue, veterinary medical and humane treatment, aiding the recovery of a rare species, and the One Health concept in action. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my co-author and good friend, Dr. Olivier Sengamana, Executive Director of RWCA, and all of the organizations and donors involved in our collaboration over the years, as well as RWA staff and trainees, especially Dr. Deo Ragazzi, and a UW-Madison School of Veterinary Medicine graduate, Dr. Kelsey Raymond. Thank you very much for listening.